All right. Hey, y'all. It's time for some Thorgal. I was told Ignacy is at convention today, and so he couldn't be here, but he's recruited us to get on the stream as early as possible in America to help with doing this. And we have the actual designer of Thorgal here with us.
Yeah, hi. In Europe, it's not so early, actually.
And we also have Chevy, a longtime supporter guy, portal guy, who's been involved in lots and lots of projects, doing play testing, rules development. He even helps bring new games to the Portal lineup. So welcome, Chevy.
Hello. Good morning.
So Thorgal, if you guys don't know, is a comic, right? Book that has been running for a very long time, from what I understand.
It's a graphic novel.
Novel, whatever.
Yeah.
It was not a graphic novel to begin with. It was a comic book, and it was written in the 70s. And it sort of has like maybe a Conan type of vibe, but I think Thorgal is generally thought of as maybe a nicer guy than Conan. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. More honorable one.
Yeah. So I was wondering, as the designer, did you start out with this idea of Thorgal, or did you kind of land in that? Was Thorgal something that was important to you when you first started out?
So actually, I'm Polish, so I know Thorgal. It's just we know it because it's a comic book from my parents' childhood, and then right. I had these comic books at my place, and my cousins had them as well. So it's something we just not all, of course, not all Poles, but most of the geeks know. So I knew it before we started working on the game, but it's like nearly 70 different comic books. So of course, when I was a kid, I didn't read all of them, but right now I have read the whole core, nearly all the comic books from the main series and most of the other comics as well.
Yeah. So I guess it's like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman for us would be, something that was forever, something that was in my childhood,
yes.
Growing up. Especially Superman, I think, was probably because my parents, for me, I'm much older, but my parents, they were sort of raised on Superman, right? So and of course, I had to not like him. I had to like Spider-Man better. So, DC is not as good as Marvel. I don't know if Thorgal has a similar kind of rivalry with other people or whatnot, but it's right now at this point, what it's going on probably about 50 years of Thorgal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's very deep, and there's a lot there to explore. So I'm really excited about it. How much are we going to see as far as like scenarios that might be familiar, or all these adventures, new adventures, or are they parallel to things that we might read about in Thorgal?
It's set up in the world of Thorgal, but it's not based actually on any of the comic books. So you don't have to know any of the books. And also the scenarios don't form any kind of campaign, so you may just play them separately, like every night another adventure.
That's awesome. All original then. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So even more content for Thorgal. So
Yep.
You could really get into this character. That's awesome. We have 4 different characters that we can choose from. I know Chevy insisted that he must be Thorgal.
Obviously.
And I obviously insisted that I should be this woman here, who is Kriss. What's the deal with Kriss?
Kriss is femme fatale. She appeared really early in the saga, and then she continuously appeared in the many or even most of the comic books. Sometimes she's an ally of Thorgal, and sometimes, or like usually, she's an enemy with like different different objectives to make. Yeah.
Got it. So she's maybe a Catwoman character.
Yeah.
So sometimes she's the good guy, and sometimes she does things that maybe Thorgal doesn't like.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
And they have a kid actually, but maybe that's a spoiler. So yeah.
Oh!
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
Okay.
This is it.
All right, but she also has a whip. So
Yep, this is it. Yeah, in the game we have also the Aaricia, which is the actual wife of Thorgal, and their oldest son. This is Jolan. Okay. So we have these four characters. This is in the base game. We have their miniatures as well here already on the board, and all the items they need to be used during the game.
Right. So I guess I think that's about enough of the background that kind of give us a sense of that. Let's kind of dive in and see what we can do.
Yeah, so I will explain the rules briefly at the beginning, and then we will play a few rounds of the game. We will see how much we will manage. We will play the basic scenario, the first scenario in the Atlas of the Adventure. And for those of you who want to play it on your own, it is available on TTS for free. So you may just click at our GameFound page and find this TTS mode and download it for you and play it. Here are also other scenarios, but yes, you may see another scenario map here, but we will not be playing them today. So let's begin with explaining all the components we have on the table, beginning with your personal boards. So what you have here, you've got your character board with the character you're playing. We have two different experience tracks. The first one, this is the journey experience track, and you will be moving upward on it. And here you have also the dial of combat experience, and you will rotate it to gain more experience. Also, you have special skills unlocked during the game, and here you will be placing your wounds. So let's assume you have gained this wound, so you are placing it right here, and it remains here until you are healed or until you are dead. You are dead when you gain a wound, and you cannot fit it anywhere on your board. So it is important, like to plan strategically if you want to lose your arm or I don't know, get stabbed. This is something like that.
All right.
Moreover, you start with some goods at the beginning of the game. So Kriss starts with gossip and aura, and also starts with one threat. Threat is it's a little bit abstract. It's how much the world thinks you are dangerous. So whenever you gain threat, the world thinks, oh, he's dangerous one. You have to, I don't know, we have to kill him, or we have to treat him seriously. You start with one item. This is this card. It is one use item. Once it's used, it is discarded. And you start with one skill card. It is double-sided. Whenever you use it, you flip it to the backside, and here it is a condition how you may activate it again. This is it. You may use skills once per turn. Nice. And let's go to the Thorgal. Thorgal starts with one material. So this is wood, clay, something like that. And one ancient knowledge, which is more like a magic or knowledge about myths and mythology. Yeah. And also one item, one skill.
And a woman on a pillow.
Which one?
The first player marker.
This one. This is okay. So Eric, obviously you're not really into the world of Thorgal. This is the first player marker. This is Guardian of the Keys. So she's really important character in many books. And like she allows Thorgal to move to other worlds like Giants' worlds or Valhalla, etc.
Wow. Okay.
Woman on a pillow.
Woman on a pillow. Yeah. And right now, let me explain the map. So this is the map for this scenario. It is divided into several areas, and areas are marked with these numbers you have here. From the first round, you have access to the areas marked with 1. From the second round, marked with 1 and 2, and so on. Right? You get it. So it is easy. Also, in each area is marked with this resource icon. It means what kind of sources you find here. So, for example, whenever you are in the mountain, it is easy to find ore. Or when you are at the village, it is easy to find some gossips, etc. Here you've got both ore and ancient knowledge, and here you've got both wood and gossips. We have also borders between areas. The green one you may pass freely. It's not, there's no problem with crossing them.
Yep.
But you may not cross the black borders, because in this scenario this is the river. You may not cross the river unless there is a bridge. Yeah, so probably it's understandable. And here let's get into the locations. Whenever your character is in an area, it has access to all locations within this area. So, for example, here we've got Thorgal, and he may interact with quarry and runaway miners. Each location has several components. It has their name. It has like a slightly short description what's going on here. It may have rune. Some locations don't have them, some have, and some rules just refer to these runes. Here, there's an action you have to resolve here to resolve the bottom part. So, for example, here you have to assign 4 ore, and here you have to defeat these enemies that are gathered here.
Right. So that symbol just to the left of the stone with the 4 is the interact.
Yes, this
symbol,
is
right.
This
That's
is
the action.
this is the action you are resolving here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it. And here we've got effect. So, for example, this effect means you have to read the entry number 5, thematically connect with the blue symbol. I will explain later what is it, and then you will draw card number 20.
Oh.
Whereas this icon means read entry number 15, which is thematically connected with the red goods, and I will explain them later as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's explain actions briefly. So actions, we have 6 different actions, and whenever you resolve an action, you will get benefit for the tokens action chips that are to the left of this of the current action you are resolving. So, for example, if you are resolving this action and we have 1 chip already here, you will get bonus for it, right? It is also always depicted by these icons. Sometimes it's much more complex, but we'll get into. So first action is explore action or journey. We are placing this token here, and we are resolving journey action. So let's see at your experience track concerning journey, and you have 2 different available polyamino tiles to start with. And you are placing any of them on the terrain cards. These are terrain cards, will be placed here, and you are just going through the world, right? So you are just wandering through forests, mountains, etc. So you may go safely and don't do anything, don't gather any resources, etc. Or you may go a little bit more courageously. And whenever you cover something, for example, here, the gossip icon, you get what you cover, right?
Right.
If you cover this icon, you get the resource depicted in your area. So for example, here it would be ore.
Oh, okay.
So this is
all right. That's like a
map,
a pointer at the map is what that
Yeah.
is.
This is
Like
it.
a little
This is
cloud
the
pointer.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you place a tile, so it is in this third column. So for example, like that, in this third column, you reveal new card and it goes right here. Let's say it goes here, right?
Gotcha.
And you gain the bonus that is depicted here, and we have access to further areas, right? You got into the hill, and right now you see what's going on down there.
Yeah.
And when you cover this this icon, you just get 1 card from this deck, and it may be various bonuses. But also, whenever you cover red or yellow space, you get some punishment because you are in the forest and you've been attacked by a boar. You defeated them, but you gain some kind of punishment. So this is it. We have the.
So let me ask a real quick question.
Yeah,
on
sure.
the placement of these polyomino tiles. Is what kind of rules do we have? In other words, can I move? Could I place this so that it is, say, like this?
Yes. You have to go.
They don't have to be end to end or anything like that.
They have to go further to the forest. So you may not place it like that. Well, let me show like that, because in that way you will go backward to the forest. No, you have to go at least forwards, like that.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
So it has to touch a previous thing, and it has to go at least one square to the right.
Yes.
Okay.
It is like that.
Perfect.
So we have it. Next thing, let's get to the other action, which is collect action. This is the second one.
Yeah.
I've got wrong with that. So this is it. Whenever I place a token here, I resolve this action. So I take one collection token and I place it on any icon I want. I want of any good icon I want on the terrain cards. It doesn't have to be adjacent or further. For example, if I didn't gather this wood right now, I may collect it. So I place it here and I get it equal to the action value. So for example, here we get 1 + 1 for each action chip to the left. It is quite easy. I may also place it right here, and it does not affect, like, I don't know, revealing new cards, etc. But then when I will be placing my tiles, I cannot place it on it, of course.
Right.
Next we have craft action. This is the yellow one. So when I place it here, I'm resolving craft. Currently it has value 0 + 1 for each pawn to the left, so it is 2. So I'm taking a look at the item cards that I placed over the board, and I'm drawing that many cards as I have the action value. So for example, let's say we were drawing this 2 because we had action value 2. Then I may discard any card as I wish. So let's say I will discard any one card, just one. And finally, I refill the display of the cards. And these cards goes to my supply, and I may use them anytime I resolve action depicted on them. For example, this one has journey action depicted, this one has combat action, or this one has any action. So I may use it anytime I wish. So
those are one use?
They are all one use. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. The multiple use are only skills. So that was craft. And then we have assign. Assign means I'm taking goods from my supply and I'm placing them in area where I am. So for example, let's say Thorgal has 4 aura and he's using the action assign 4. So they place 4 aura here to read the entry depicted here and resolve any other effects. Yes. If, for example, the action value would be 2, then he would place 2. And then in the next turn, they may place another 2 as well.
Right. So in this case, you can place 1 + 1 for each one ahead, which would be a total of 4, which is the number that you need.
Actually, It would be total of 3 because this is 0 + 1 for each.
It's 0 + 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And what is quite important, if you are both in the same area, you may use each other's goods if the other players agree. Right, okay. So you don't have to assign your goods. Then
look for consent.
Yes. Then we've got this movement action. Movement action is just take your character pawn and place it in an adjacent area. This is like that, and you may move up to the number of the borders you are crossing. So at the beginning of the game is just 1. And here we've got a quite different bonus. It means if below this card there is exactly 1 action chip, you resolve craft action with value 1 just after moving.
Oh, okay.
And finally, we have combat. So combat works, it is quite complex. So first of all, we are choosing an enemy. Let's say Thorgal chooses this enemy to fight against. So they draw a card, place it face up. This is the enemy. To defeat them, Thorgal must cover both these black hearts. And now Thorgal should just verify check on their character board which kind of dice they are rolling. This is the green one and the yellow one. Let's take them. Then you are rolling the die. See what kind of shapes you are gaining. Normally you are gaining only the white shapes. The black one needs a critical effect. So there are many in-game effects that allows you to place the bigger shapes, but just in that case you don't have them. You must place them on the enemy cards so they are adjacent, something like that. And unfortunately, you didn't defeat this enemy. If you defeat them, you simply discard this token and resolve any other effects. But if you are not defeating them, the token is not discarded. Instead, you are gaining 1 threat for each uncovered heart, black heart. If you cover anything, for example, like that, you have covered 1 wild experience point, you simply get it. And if you are covering yellow or red spaces, you as well suffer damages for like placing tiles on them.
Okay.
Let's give it here.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this about that combat. You don't have to bring it back out, but the idea of I roll the dice and I put these down. The enemy doesn't actually attack me. It's only if I cover a yellow or a red where I suffer any damage, right?
Yes. This is
so if I do not defeat the enemy in my first roll, what happens at that point? Does the enemy go away?
You simply don't defeat this enemy. The card is discarded to the discard pile. The token remains where it was, and you suffer threats. So you just gain threats for each uncovered black.
Right. So that's
card.
a little bit different than a lot of combat, because usually you have like
there's
of combat.
No, it's just 1 roll, 1 combat, 1 roll.
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes there may be effects that allow you to reroll, but generally there are not so many. Yeah. So, and after that, we proceed to the event phase. And during event phase, we have 2 event decks. They are connected thematically to this scenario, and we have like 7 of them in the core box, or 6. Each scenario has 2, and you have to draw from either of them. Let's say we are drawing from this one, and you place it here. And these cards may have action phase effects or immediate effects. If it is an action phase, you will have to face it next action phase. If it is immediate, you face it right now. As well, it has some next event phase effects that are connected with these 3 icons, but it is not like it is important, but we will not explain it right now. And then you pass the first player marker, you flip these action chips back to the active side, and you may play the next round. So this is the base rules. It's kind of complex, but these are the base rules. And now I will explain very briefly what's going on in this scenario. So here you have been captured, both of you, and you are slaves working on a big building of this temple. This is the dark temple of Thorgal, and Thorgal is a high priest of an unknown deity, and you have to destroy this temple before it is completed, because once it is completed, all the slaves will be sacrificed. So so in this scenario, you have to set up a rebellion or destroy this temple in various ways.
Okay.
We have this track here. And whenever this marker gets here to the rightmost space, the temple is built, so the game ends and you fail. If it moves right here, the temple is destroyed and you win. To do that, you must resolve action in here. You may spend either rebels, this is the blue markers. I have said earlier that I will come back to them. So blue ones are rebels in this scenario. Or the red ones. Red ones are lunar stones. They are really rare resource, which is mined here in this deepest mine, and they are used to make explosives. So you may gather them in some places on the map and then spend here to destroy the temple. So this is the way how to destroy it. But there is another way to win the game. It is also explained here on the adventure sheet. So you may take a look. You may also assign rebels here, and whenever there are more rebels than enemies, the guards on these two locations, you win, because the rebellion is so strong they defeat all the guards of Thorgal. So you may just come here, assign rebels, and come here, defeat some guards, and if you manage to have more rebels here than combined enemies here and here, you win as well.
Cool.
So I think that's pretty much all the rules. Maybe there are some more that we will come back later, but we may begin with
Well, I think
all that knowledge.
I think the one piece that you may have said this, but
Mm-hmm.
the one piece you were talking about, sort of this tug of war that we're using with the scenario marker in the top right
Mm-hmm.
of the map. But
Mm-hmm.
also we have a number of rounds in which you have a result, right?
Yes, we have 9 rounds, and you have to finish the scenario within these 9 rounds.
Right. Okay.
Is it
All
always 9 rounds, or is that based on the scenario?
It is based on the scenario. It varies between 6 and 10.
Okay. I guess the only other question I have, I noticed at the bottom of each of these different cards, they have numbers. I would assume that we have various actions that we can pull out, maybe based on the scenario or something like that. Do you always put them in that numerical order? Is that what the numbers are about?
So it is explained here in the setup of the scenario, because in the game we have more than 40 action cards, and each scenario is using their own set. So at the beginning of the scenario, you set up them in the ascending order, but during the game, you will be able to gain additional cards. So for example, resolving this action here makes you draw a move action card number 3, and we will find out the action card 3 here in the deck, and it will go here before the action 7, and we will discard this basic card number 30, because actually all the cards you have here, they are really, really weak, because you are in chains, you are slaves, and you have to liberate yourself.
So we can actually improve the actions by actually changing the action selection, or the actions that we can select on the scenario. That's interesting.
That's it. Yeah.
That's very cool. Okay.
Here you have also the winning and losing condition, and the reminding of this all these special actions, but I have already explained them. So let's proceed to the gameplay. In the game, we'll play only for 2 characters. So Chevy, you may begin by resolving first action, placing one of the action chips below any of the cards.
We are definitely going to fight.
So you got some runaway miners, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to save them from this stupid guard guy, because we don't like him at all. Oh, where did my card go?
Well, you're starting out.
Where did that card go?
No, it's on the corner. It's on the corner.
Oh, there it is. Well, this is great. It's a great start to things. But we need to liberate these miners.
Yeah, you see you have 1 green and 1 yellow die. Yep. So you may use some items to boost your action, but actually your starting item boosts another action than you have chosen. So just please roll the dice.
Come on, big dome.
Yeah, and right now you
that'll work.
The tiles you have just rolled, and you must arrange them as you wish on the.
I'm gonna take a wound, but it's worth it. I'm gonna get hurt, and I'm gonna save those miners.
Hold on a second, Chevy. What if you put the green on the left? Side?
Yeah.
Then you get a wound and experience.
Yeah. Oh, not the gosh darn it! Stop that! Stop that! I wanted to rotate the tile.
One good thing about backing Thorgal is that you actually get physical pieces that you can manipulate with things called fingers. So much easier than using the mouse.
Link, you're so smart, and I get an experience, but I do still take a wound.
So first take a wound, draw it and place it within your.
Because if I can't place it, we lose, right?
Yes, and what is important, you have to place your wound adjacent in an adjacent way, so it is smart to place it right, not here, because if you place it here, you will die soon. Yeah,
I might get stuck. So.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then you have
Like
covered as well the experience point. So right now you gain either a journey experience or combat experience.
Well, combat that's all it's about.
Okay, so you have improved your combat skill.
Yep.
And but that's not all for you, because right now you have defeated the runaway miners, right?
Yep.
So let's proceed to readings. The entry number 15.
Entry 15 says, runaway miners. The guards are young and inexperienced. They quickly drop their swords and flee as they fall into your ambush. The slaves, exhausted and grateful, share stories of the mines and talk about stones extracted in complete darkness. Supposedly, the energy of these stones can crumble even the hardest of rocks. So we gain one. There's a name for these, but I forget what it is.
Lunar stone.
Lunar stone. And we get to place a dude in Z.
Mm-hmm.
And then this little box is optional.
Let's do what's already have been said. So just take one lunar stone from the supply and place one minor enemy on Z. Z is here. So you have defeated an enemy, but the guards in the main temple, they are just sharpening their swords because they heard rumors about it.
Yeah, you didn't actually defeat them. You made them run away.
They ran away to the temple.
And also they said the only reason they ran away is because they were young and inexperienced, not because you were awesome. So I'm just trying to keep your head a little bit smaller than it normally is. So
and then we have the side plots. Each of these entries, as you may see, end up with two side plots to choose from. So you may spend one gossip to resolve either of them. Do you have gossips?
I don't think I do. Do I? Nope.
You don't have gossips. So for now, you cannot.
But I'm not with you.
Right.
Yeah. So you cannot follow this action. So you just gain one lunar stone and defeated guard. Yep.
Okay.
This is it.
Now that is true. If I were in the same space as him, he could use my gossip to resolve that.
Right. This is it. This is it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's see. Ooh, I've got guards to defeat here. We have sentries. Now they both have runes to the left of them. I know that you noted that.
Yeah. So for example, previously the previous entry that we have read says place one guard on Z. So it could be like that. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha,
so this is it.
Got you. Okay. Let's see. I think
we had a question. I wanted to talk real quick to Pierre.
Yep.
Pierre said, "Why can't we place the wounds vertically? Can you not turn the pieces?" You can, but if I'd have put them vertically, I wouldn't have killed this guy. You have to cover up both of these hearts in order to remove that guard. So
yeah.
So that card went bye.
Hey, do you want to discuss this with me? Because
sure. Because I discussed with you. That's really fair.
Yeah. So I mean, you just went ahead and just killed something.
Well, I mean, there was a guy. I just see red.
Maybe we should take the journey action or something like that rather than me fight one of these guards.
Okay.
And maybe.
Journey action is quite wise because it will boost all other actions.
Right.
While placing first action pawn here was kind of selfish because it does not boost anything.
Yeah. That I was trying to be diplomatic about saying that, but
selfish.
Sorry, my English is not so good. Maybe it means something different.
No, it's fine. No. That's you said it correctly.
Yeah, but most definitely.
Journey's not bad because rumors. What are we going to be using rumors for? Let's
Basically,
see.
rumors are used for side plots. Or they may be assigned in various places. For example, here in bar, or here in campsite.
Okay. Or you can collect wood, which I don't.
Well, there's
Let's see.
yeah. There's also, we can go towards the map thing, which will the down arrow map cloud thing.
Yeah.
So which will get us rocks eventually, right?
I think you should do something, and then I'll do something.
All right.
And then maybe you can, with your last action, you can try and kill the sentry guy, because then you'll be able to take wounds to reroll, so you can probably kill him, and that'll get us a new move action for next round. What do you think?
Well, the other thing that we can do, right, is do a collect action.
Sure.
And I could get some stone, but right now it would only be one stone because
I think Journey left.
So I think Journey's the way to go. So
I think Journey's good.
So let's do that. We'll take this and we'll flip that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll take that action. And then which polyomino do I use?
So on your board, if you look.
Yes, it is. You have 2 available at the beginning of the game.
Nice. Okay.
So I've got this weird L1 or the basic one.
Okay, so I can do either one. So the L I could do, I would take a wound, but we would get wood and gossip. Is that correct?
Sure.
Yep. This is it.
The other one, this is just a
No, it's this one, the blue one, the blue smaller.
It's just a 2.
One.
Yeah, it's just 2. So we could get wood or gossip.
Mm-hmm.
But we
you place both, right?
We could avoid. I think we only
you place only one. Yeah,
it's
just a choice.
I think what I will do is I will take the L shape, and I'm just gonna gather some more gossip. I think.
Well, it has to start on the.
Yeah, you have to start at the left edge.
I see what you're saying.
So let me rotate this like this, yes, and I put it like so.
Yeah, and in that way you have you are not gaining any wounds, and you gain 1 gossip because.
Are you afraid of a single wound? I mean, you could have got us a wood, man.
Huh?
I don't know about you.
I don't think I need to get you a wood. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think that you're okay.
Okay.
I'm a woman. I'm not saying anything
You
particularly
are a woman.
sexist,
That's very fair.
But gossip is something that I'm very interested in.
Okay. Well.
Perfect. Chevy, that's your turn now.
I don't really have a good plan at this point. I mean, I guess I could take some stone and try to work on this quarry if we need that.
I think that's a great idea. Because the quarry says work in the quarry and gain trust among miners,
and we want trust.
Yes,
and it would get us new. So, if I gather, I'm only going to get 2, and I'm going to. Do I take the wound if I cover this up?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and I take a wound. So what do I have? I have.
Well, you can do you are in a place that gives you stones, so you can take the map.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. And then I would get 2 stone for that.
Yes.
And that's not a bad idea.
You're welcome.
What do you think? Is that what we should do?
I am for you gathering stone.
Okay.
I like you gathering stone.
So so you are gathering stone because here this icon. Yep. And you have covered the white icon, so you are gaining 1 stone here and 1 stone here. So this is 2 stones total. But there is something we should not forget about. Here is an additional effect. If you don't trigger the punishment effect, either of this one, you gain 1 threat. It's still because you are a slave, and there is this additional small additional effect. It's just 1 threat, but still.
Just 1 threat or just 1 wound? Because I could trigger. I could put it on this rock and take a wound instead, right? I'll take the threat.
Okay. Threats are not doing anything for now, but maybe later.
Okay.
Yeah, if we take a journey action that can reach to that stone, we would end up gathering multiple stones again. I think I should say this too. We've taken different actions, but we can take the same action.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So, and like if I were to take the journey action again right now, and then Chevy were to take the collect action, there would be 2 to the left because I took the journey action twice.
Yeah, yeah. This is it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Eric,
Yes.
your
Yeah.
turn.
Here we are.
So
I can also get 3 stone if I fight this guard. Is that correct? Is that what?
no.
Oh.
If you defeat him, you are able to assign 3 stones to reach this entry.
Oh man, I was really hopeful.
That was that was good.
Okay.
But you already have a stone, so
yeah. Okay. Well, let me ask you something. Since I now have a 2 gossip and 1 stone. 1 stone is good, but I have 2 gossip. Is there something in particular that we can do with gossip? I'm looking around
at the map. Here you may assign 3 different resources of any kind. Here 3 gossips. Here 2 gossips. Here any kind of any number of gossips, and then you push your luck. So this is various effects.
All right. So
and then again, in the book, when you read a scenario, you might spend gossip over there.
Yes,
right.
This is it.
There's a merchant colony that needs 3 gossip. Okay, neat.
Yeah.
So there might be a need for doing that. I think. Maybe we should. So if I were to do the collect action right now, we would have all the stones we need.
Maybe. Yes,
but then
yes,
you
will have. You will have enough stones.
Yeah. That gets us somewhere, but then I've got the stones and I'm not in the right space, and then I'd have to. And it would take 2 turns for me to move into his area, right?
If you gather stones, then on the next round you could kill this guy and place 3 stones on the sentry, because you would have 3 stones.
Yeah, and it will improve the
move action.
Your move action. Yeah, so then you will be able to move.
And you might get something on number 14 that requires gossip, so you could.
All right. Okay. So
let's not read ahead here. Let's move this back so we can't see it. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So, oops. Hold on.
This is the last one. Yeah.
Oh, it's the last one.
Yeah, it's the last one. You only get 4 around.
All right. So I put this guy here. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I get to drop. Oh, there it is. Thank you. You get to drop this on the stone.
Yeah.
And I would collect 2 more stone.
2 stone.
Which is somewhere I'm looking for. There it is. Thank you, sir. 1, 2. Fantastic.
And finally, you have placed it on a yellow space, so you must.
Oh yeah, I gotta take a wound.
Yeah, and the yellow one is just 1 blue wound.
So
one of the light blue one.
The smallest one.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere smart.
On your board. On your board.
Not on my board. No.
Huh? No. I don't know. Mine is not down here. Would be not a good idea. Right.
It's not terrible. There there
are no wounds that you cannot fit right now. Okay.
Well, this thing, but yeah.
So right now, that was the end of the action phase. So we're flipping action chips back to their active side. Then we are passing the first player marker.
I get the girl with the pillow.
Yeah, you get the woman on the pillow.
And we are checking if either of these conditions are fulfilled. So this one says if there are at least 3 wild or stone icons combined uncovered on the terrain cards, draw from the mountain deck. There are no aura, and so thematically, right now the builders, they have nothing to build because they cannot gather stone because you have already collected all, right? So they have to dig further. So we are drawing a card from the magic event deck, and we have a card, Recurring Memories. You're haunted by memories that you had long tried to bury in the past. And immediately you are revealing a new terrain card, which is not that bad. But in the next event phase, if there are 3 or more wild and or magic icons combined, you will have to resolve the this effect depicted here. So this is it. So right now you have 2 terrain cards revealed. You don't get this bonus because it was revealed by the effect of the scenario. Round proceeds, and it is now it is Eric, your turn.
So I will make my comment right now. That was super simple.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm starting to get into the story and understand it's like it's being revealed to us, you know, as we're going through. So this is quite nice, actually. A lot of times they say it's a story-based game, blah, 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 but this has got like a discovery element to the story, which is pretty neat. I think that's really, really cool. So these tokens that we have, they're now on their active side. Do they remain there? So now if I were to take a craft, their action, I could like move this token that was in combat over to craft, and there would be 3 tokens to the left of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have to move. That's the only thing.
Right.
So you can't just flip this combat and take a combat.
Only Thorgal can do that. Yeah.
Right. Oh, nice. All right. Well, we had talked about me doing combat. I don't know that that's what we should do right now, but what do you think, Chevy?
The thought was you could, if you wanted to, you could kill this guy and then place through 3 stones and see what we get. But if you're thinking you want to do some other gathering or something, that's fine. You know, wait till next round or something. I mean,
right. Well, what's our we only have 1 magic, so we don't have to worry about that.
1 magic
card
and 1
effect.
It's magic or wild, right?
Yeah, you have 2 wilds and 1 magic. So if you don't cover any of them, you will resolve the plus effect.
So we need to do something. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy for either of us to gather stone, and you would want to. Man, I wish I wasn't first now.
Yeah,
because then you could move the combat to collect, and I could move the collect to combat. But let's see. Well, I think I will do the Chevy move and just say, well, I'm gonna do combat. So, and I think I should take one of the collects since it's furthest to the right to do that. So I'm gonna move this over here and flip it, and we will do combat. And I am gonna I'm gonna go over the sentries, find the key to your chains in the sentry station. So let's see if we can find some keys.
So we are drawing the minor enemy card. This is this one. And right now you may decide if you want to use your whip as well, because your basic dice are green and yellow, but you may use whip, which is 1 additional yellow die, and critical hit on 1 of the dice.
You get to see the card before you make that decision, right?
Yes, this is
okay. Cool.
I don't know. I mean,
I think that's pretty.
You know, it's not too difficult. It's only.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's pretty close. I have the Devo song in my head, but
what?
Huh? Whip it good.
Okay.
But I'm thinking that I maybe I should wait for the Devo scenario.
Okay.
And we're just gonna roll Yeah.
Just gonna go for
We're
it.
not gonna whip it.
Okay.
We're not
I
gonna
like
whip
it.
it good.
I like it.
Into shape.
This guy looks easy.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
All right. You
And-
got
and
this.
So roll.
I
And the
believe in you.
roll is an R, correct?
Yeah, you can highlight them both in it. Yeah, there you
Yep, I did it. Woohoo! And
You
man, look at
man.
that. Come on.
Yeah. So
Wow.
this is-
Come on.
so these
That's
are the
like
best.
Yahtzee in
yeah.
this game.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the best results on these both dice. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
the
okay.
biggest shapes.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see. Oh,
You can get them rumors. I know you said you love rumors.
I do. And by the way, Fleetwood Mac Rumors is an excellent album. I think they're called Gossip though.
Yeah, gossip. Mhm.
Yeah. So I could, oh man, I could get everything, but I would be very hurt.
You would be extremely hurt. Yes.
How bad are these wounds?
Yeah, you
The
see
red
them.
one.
Yeah. Just take it from the
Yeah,
and
you see
below you see how big this wounds are.
Oh, it's 3. It's the 3
Mhm.
and it's
So yeah,
3.
this is the weakest enemy. So their wounds are kind of small.
Okay. Kind of small. Do we see any healing around?
Healing,
Um,
yes, yeah, healing is here. Yeah, we
Okay.
have shelter.
Which of course you're blocked on that border, so you'd have to take a few move actions to get over there. But you're about to upgrade our move action, so who knows?
Right.
We might be able to move
Okay. Well,
since we're in chains.
well, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on a second. Why is this having problems for me? I just need it. There we go. All right, here we go. So I think I could turn it the other way though. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna do it this way. Bam. Right.
Yep.
That would be 1 yellow, but it gets me a
Mhm.
gossip.
One threat and a gossip.
Yep. And then we've got this one. Now, the question is, do I want experience? Because if I get experience, I also get a wound,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
How important is experience at this point? Is that what moves this little green marker up?
That or the dial,
or the dial.
since it's one or the other. Is there ever a time when you only get a green experience or only a red, or is it always your choice?
Usually you get both, but there are some effects that provides only one kind.
You know what? I hate to do it so early,
I don't.
but
Do it
I am
early.
going. I'm gonna take the. Take of it. Just one space. There we go. I'm gonna take the wound.
Mhm.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Okay,
Be
I
brave.
think experience is good.
so you gain 1 gossip,
Yeah.
One-
gossip.
one
Got it.
threat, one
One
threat,
threat. Dink. Got it.
1 experience point. So
Okay.
you have to choose which kind of. So it is combat or journey.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go journey since Chevy's going combat.
Okay.
Because I still do have my whip.
Okay,
So there's
and
that.
Yeah.
And this is
finally
my
you
wound,
gain,
right?
and you have to place it adjacent to the previously placed wounds.
Yeah. So we put it the only place it can go. Whoopsie.
Yep.
Which is
Pasted it.
right there.
And finally, you discard this token from the board because you have defeated this enemy.
Woo! Get out of here. Throw it off the table.
Yeah, and from
Hey,
now
look,
on,
I
you may-
actually got rid of enemy. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like Chevy already, Chris is far superior to Thorgal.
You got me. You got me.
Okay. And then I could take an interaction later, right? So that I can place my 3 stone.
Mhm.
Right.
Awesome. Hey, things are working out.
Assuming, I mean,
Chevy,
So-
now that's your turn. You are here, so you have some possibilities in your area, or you may move somewhere else.
right.
Is there a way that you can get 4 stone? Because I'm thinking that quarry action is the thing.
I can get 4 stone right now, and we need to, because we need to cover up these icons on the journey cards. But if I do that, well, when I go to place, I'm only gonna be able to place like a couple, right? So it's either I place my 2 stone right now by going here, or I gather more stone, which we need to do anyway to cover these icons up, and then later place some stone.
You don't have to do that. You may just skip this and, like, resolve that very bad effect on the adventure sheet. You don't have to.
You're right. We could resolve a bad effect, or we could cover this up and not do that. Yeah, I like it.
We definitely need. You need stone.
I'm definitely going to need it. So I think, and if I take the gather action right now, then
it'll
stop that.
Yeah.
And if you take the place, you're only going to be able to place 2, because there's only going to be 2 chips down here. But we could do something like, you could take, well, no, that's not going to work either.
Oh, I can only place 2. Yeah, there's no way that we can place all of our things. We're gonna have to take multiple turns to do placement.
Right.
So we're gonna have to work on this a little bit.
Is there anything we can craft? Is there anything up here we can craft to do anything important? Can gain some experience. I don't know if that does anything.
We got the rope, which helps with the journey.
Yeah. Nothing crazy up there that I see. I mean, like, it might be good for you to take like this feather or something, because you have that yellow guy down there worth fighting. So maybe you take that action. And
I always had this idea, whenever you see the guys in movies wrestling over a weapon, I always thought it would be great if one guy would just reach over and tickle the other one so that they can get the weapon. I think that's what that feather's about.
Okay, so I'm gonna gather.
So Chevy is considering what he's doing, so he may do it by himself. And meanwhile, let me answer a question from Raziel7. So Raziel is asking if we are making a stream in other languages. So I'm pretty sure you can make a stream in Polish. I'm not so confident. Je peux faire un stream en français. Alors désolé. But in Polish it is possible. So for making a stream, for sure. Okay.
So I took the gather. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I do get 2. Okay. Because this only is for tokens below this one, right? So I get 1 plus 1. Okay.
So this is 2?
Yeah, so I have my 4.
Yeah, and because you haven't covered the punishment, you gain 1.
Gain a threat.
Threat again. Okay, and Eric, back to you.
Back to me. Well, I could do a placement, but it would only give 1. Hold on.
You would get 2.
No, I would get 2. Which would get us close. I'm trying to think of the next round, though, too. This is a very interesting puzzle.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Because now we're like, okay, so you got to place 4 and I got to place 3.
Right.
And there's no way to get. So now, because I did the combat up there, which we had to do, so craft. I think I'd need to take a placement now.
Okay.
Because the craft is cool, but I don't need to fight anything yet, right? So
yeah, sure. I mean, you could liberate these prisoners.
Liberating prisoners is overrated. So
Sure, obviously.
obviously, I think it makes sense to take the furthest to the right whenever you take an action. So, and then I will use that for the interaction here. And I will place 2 of the 3 that are needed. And nothing else wonderful happens.
Right now, nothing.
Yes.
Chevy, you finish.
I believe I don't really have a great plan. I guess I could craft this feather. If I craft right now, I'm going to take 2 cards. Is that right?
You
Or
will
take
get
one
only
card.
one card
One
because
card.
this is 0 + 1.
Yeah. Okay. And then that would give me the ability to run up here and beat this guy up later.
But still, if you don't feel they are cards that suits your plan on the display, you just gain 1 card and you discard another one. So there will be 2 new cards on the display.
Right.
Oh, that's a
flat rule. Every time you
yeah.
craft, you discard 1 card.
I don't mind how many. Oh, you guys, the voice of I don't know, somebody speaking.
Disembodied spirit talking in your head.
Yeah. So if I journey, that doesn't. We're not going to get.
You
much.
cannot journey because okay, you can actually. Yes, you can. You may journey and just figure out what's this card here, the finding card, because you may cover this one. I think.
Yep.
Oh, you can.
Yep.
Or you may craft and gain items, or you may just go away from here because, like, for now, I see that assigning 4 stones here, it could be tough. So we may go really here to defeat this one, or here to assign the power token you have gathered earlier.
Yeah, right? That may be an interesting thing to do. I mean, because you can continue to do combat. Maybe, at some point coming back and doing the stone
and dropping the stone off, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I take this feather thing this round, and then next round I can run up here and beat this guy up with the help of that feather.
Yeah, you're gonna tickle him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's okay.
If you want to defeat this guy, you may immediately get here, move, and gain one item.
I forgot that I could do that. Duh.
Yeah.
Well, but see, no, because you're going to be placing. You only need 1 chip.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how many chips are below this.
You're going to go first, and
yeah.
So
let's do that.
So first you have to move.
Yeah.
This is it.
And then I get a craft action. And do I also get to discard something like with this free craft?
Yeah, you may discard 1 card.
Is there any of these cards up here we don't want right now, Ling?
That we don't want. I like the rope.
Yeah, I like the rope too. I like this defense thing too. Free experience is always nice.
What is ignore this? What's this hood?
This one, it's yellow punishment.
Yeah, so when you're fighting, you can cover 2 yellow boxes and not take anything.
Maybe not so important, right?
And I would like to see more cards just to see what else is out there. So
absolutely.
All right, let's just check it.
The one to get rid of. Yeah.
All right. So we have a helm.
Yeah.
And upgrade the die means that you discard the green die and gain the yellow one, or discard the orange one and gain the red one. Right?
Oh, we did better.
You can upgrade. Hold on. You can upgrade 3 dice, or you can upgrade 1 dice 3 times.
Any dice you have up to 3 times. Right?
Okay.
Wow.
So we have this one, and finally, because you have resolved this action, you gain 1 wound. That size is equal to the number.
What?
Uh-oh.
So I can get any.
I didn't read the fine print.
It's fine. It's fine. I can gain any size 3. Oh. What happened?
I don't know. Disconnected from server.
Did we lose?
I don't know. We're not. I guess I have to try joining again.
We have lost connection, so you may.
And we're just not in the. We're just not in the game. We have to find the game again. So.
No. No. I have been kicked out of the table. So let's
set up the table again. Oh,
the table.
Yeah.
You can just.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll only take a second. We are waiting.
Yeah, I want to go kick that guy's butt.
Yeah, I want to place a stone and read the scenario that says that I did the most awesome thing ever.
So for all those of you, I'm not sharing screen anymore. So let me show the screen in.
I can show everyone this who actually is Thorgal. So you can tell by this picture, I have experience in barbarian combat. So
is that true?
Huh? Okay. Here we are at the table again. So I'm sorry for. But I may not. You are not with me anymore.
No. We're trying
to find it.
Find it right now.
Yeah. So let me open the table once again.
Yeah.
So for all those of you who.
There we go.
Who feels bad about this stream? I'm sorry for my internet connection. Eric and Chevy will be back at the table in a moment.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, maybe there are some other questions I may answer.
Okay, I'm back.
They said that they lost the host. Yeah, we have lost the host of the table. So here we are back at the table. Yep. This feather is yours, and you have to choose which of the wounds you want to get.
So I can take any size 3, right? Either one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I might as well just take this guy here.
Man, Thorgal's got some crazy nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
And finally, it's time for the new round. So I have flipped the action chips. Past the first player marker.
Yep.
This one goes once, and we are resolving next event phase effect. And it says if there are at least 3 magic or wild on the table. So actually there are only 2 of them. So we are not doing anything. You have managed to prevent this effect. And let's check if there are at least 3 wilds or 3 stones combined. There are not so many of them. So let's reveal another magic card. And this one says, during this action phase, if you resolve an action with a value of at least 3, you gain 1 wound, size 2. And the next event phase, you will have to resolve the eye effect, and you cannot prevent it. As
upgrade
you see,
one thing.
Yes, it is designed in a way that if here we get immediately, then in the action phase, you have an possibility to prevent it.
Yeah.
But if it is action phase, you have to face it during the action phase, so the effect would happen in any case. So right now, it is time for Chevy to resolve his action.
So we're definitely going to fight.
Yeah. So that would be an action size of 2.
Which one?
No, it doesn't gain. Hold on.
If I fight, this isn't a size of thing, right? I just fight.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Link, you're this turn. You're going to place this last stone? Is that your main thing you want to do?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I want to do. And so I can move, say, like this action chip to there.
So as Thorgal, I can just fight without moving this. So I can just flip this over and fight.
Yes. To do that, you must flip over your skill card. Yep.
And that way I'm not losing, you're not losing any chips down here, right? Yep. Is that a good thing, or does that matter?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Well, let's just do it that way. People can see me doing it.
I like it. I like
So right now you're drawing moderate enemy card, which is this one.
Oh boy.
There we go. Come
And-
on, Chevy.
And you are rolling one red die and one green die.
Well, and he's bringing out his feather.
Why red?
Because it is depicted on your character
Oh, that's
board.
right. I
You
gained
have-
combat.
Yes. And right now you are using Feather of Valkyrie to
Yeah, I'm
gain
gonna use my
another
feather.
two.
Too yellow.
We're going to town on this guy.
Dude,
Yes.
dude, get it.
We're this
Okay,
guy's getting
so
something.
Let's roll. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
you've got
Oh,
plenty
yeah.
of different shapes to choose
Oh.
from. So let me help you.
Okay. All right.
So we are
let's
in the
see here.
deepest mine, and you are hopefully going to get some cool stuff because
Look,
this is where the magic stone is.
I can kill him without taking any wounds.
Well, they have to eventually be connected to one another,
Hold
right?
on. Oh no,
Oh,
I
yeah,
am gonna take a
yeah.
wound. That's okay. I'll take a wound.
Okay.
No, that's a threat, right?
Mhm.
It's
No,
a
no.
it's yeah, but it's gonna
Oh,
be a
it's a
blue.
single. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I'm
you
gonna get an
gain-
experience.
Yes. So first of yes, so you managed to do that. So first of all, gain one gossip from
Oh yeah, I get a gossip. Look at me getting gossip.
that.
See-
You interrogated him before you killed him. Something
Right,
like
right.
that, right?
Yeah,
Automatically.
Yeah.
Then you gain one experience point.
Oh,
So
yeah,
either to combat or to journey.
When you cover a wood or whatever, I gain an additional wood. That's not terrible, but come on, we're just fighting
Yeah,
things.
combat.
Okay.
We're just fighting stuff. I don't
And-
need more stuff.
And finally, you gain this wound.
Yeah.
So Thorgal is kind of pretty wounded right now.
He's fine.
Yeah, you're
He's
only
fine.
you're
He's a
only bleeding.
hero. All right,
Then you
this goes
discard
away.
this. And because there are no more enemies and no other conditions, you read entry number 8.
Entry number 8.
Mhm.
Turn on my reading voice. The deepest mine. As you enter the mines, you are swallowed up by complete darkness. The miners stop you before you can light a torch and explain that they extract lunar stones in the dark. These stones focus the light around them, and when their energy is released, they can burn through anything.
Wow.
So I gain another lunar stone, and I can change combat card with card 24.
Yeah, so let me
So now I have 2 stones.
Wow.
let me find this card for you.
Oh, and that's going to move combat down below move.
Yeah,
Wow.
So this is this card, and you may, if you wish, place it here.
We can either place it or just discard it, right?
Yes, but
Okay.
if you discard and if you place it here, you discard the old one.
Oh, this is a much better gather. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Why would we? Oh, I see it. It's number 24, so it goes there. So we removed 9.
9 goes away. Yeah.
And then these move down. Is that how that
Yes,
works?
and the chips remain where they were. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Yeah. All right, we
So
have another
this goes-
question from Pierre. Pierre. This is your character's health, Pierre. So if there's ever a point where you can't place a wound on your board, you lose. The character dies and you lose the scenario.
Yes.
So
for example, if Thorgal now gains this wound,
Yeah.
he would die, and the scenario is lost because there's no place it could be placed within his wound area.
Yeah. Don't gain that one, Chip.
I won't, I promise.
Okay, so let's go back to the to the Book of Tales. So
Okay.
continue with the side
So we did the
plots.
thing. So I could spend what is it
One
called?
one gossip.
Oh, which you have.
So I have now. So we could either help the miners and gather a few lunar stones for yourselves. I'd get another stone. Or I can stay a bit longer and ask the most experienced miners to share their knowledge, and each character would gain a magic. So do we want either of those things? Lunar stones.
I think we need I'm going to say the lunar stones are going to kick some butt.
That is
right?
one way we can win. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, they may be assigned here to move
To destroy this, right? Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
So
I
that
mean,
is
Yeah, but there's also, if you look over here, there's the pasture. You can set fire to the pasture to draw away the guards,
yeah.
which is interesting.
So, and when you do that, this is read 13 and face a yellow enemy. Is that what that means?
It's read 13, which is thematically connected with enemies
Oh, that's
of
right.
that
Right.
kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see, it's like similar to this one. You read 8, which is thematically connected to red.
The lunar stones.
Lunar stones. Yeah.
Okay.
In each scenario, the lunar stones, these red markers will mean something different. Here, they're
Right.
just simple resource you gather.
Okay. So do we want to take a stone?
So if
link?
anything, I think that setting the pasture on fire might be a unique way to use that stone.
Okay.
Right?
So you're saying we want to take the stone instead of the magic? I haven't really found a whole lot of ways to spin magic yet, other than the campsite.
You
know what?
You may use one ancient knowledge to flip your skill card to the active side.
Oh, that's right.
I see. Well,
What does your skill do? Resolve an action with a bonus. Count the chips to the right instead. That's pretty cool.
yeah. So I think for whatever reason, maybe I'm a pyromaniac. I really
Right.
like the idea
I'm in
of
it.
drawing the guards away.
Okay, I'm in it.
I don't know.
I'll take the stone. I like it. Let's do it. Listen,
Okay.
I've played this scenario twice before and have never won. So your ideas are probably better than mine.
Great.
Okay, next thing is just because we have read this entry, so we're taking this small token and mark this with this tick, so we know it has already been read.
Can't do it again.
Okay, you can never read the same entry twice.
Right.
Okay.
But there is a so does that gather 24 that's as well the whole
It's
thing
all covered. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
can't-
whole one.
There's nothing more to do there.
Good enough. So I can do the interaction and I can use the
You don't want to use
I
that
could
one.
use this one, or I could use the far right one. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter because I only need one.
Well, you don't want to use this one because you get 0.
Yeah, this is it.
There's nothing to the left.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I think that makes the most sense. So let's move this one. Okay. We'll do that. Flip this, and
There
I
you
will
go.
put my 1 stone on there. So that is the 3 stone needed.
There you go.
Yep. So you have 3 stones, so you read entry number 14.
Number 14. Let's see. We have to flip it. Think.
Yeah, next page.
There we go. All right. You create an avalanche that swallows the nearby sentry and guards. Searching the rubble, you find a key ring that allows you to free yourself of your shackles.
Heyo.
You'll be able to move much faster from now on. On your way out, you stumble upon a hidden passage in the mountains. You may swap the move action card with 3 and gain 1 experience.
Nice.
Okay, so I will search for that card for you.
Thank you, sir.
So this is this one.
Mhm.
So take a look and decide if you want to swap your previous.
Yeah, it doesn't cause any wounds, right? Is that really what it does?
Oh, wow.
May resolve any action.
Yeah,
card
to the right. And it'll be the farthest left. So that's badass.
Yeah. So that's going away. This one
Yeah.
goes away.
Mhm.
These guys move down.
You guys are doing an excellent job.
We try.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, so it goes like that. And right now you may resolve either of the side plots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use some
Oh,
of
I
those
get
rumor-
I get a action.
you can do some of those rumor actions.
Wait a second. I get an experience too, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
one of your choice.
So I can, when you resolve a yellow or red, gain any wound tile of the same size.
Yeah, so in that way you are more flexible when you're gaining wounds.
Flexible when gaining wound.
Yeah, so like if you took take like the 3, take this tile, you could have taken the angled one instead.
This is it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it lets you just like not die because you took something you couldn't
You
place.
know what? I think I may end up taking combat this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fight
So
This is it.
I'm taking combat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
and then come back to the storybook.
And then it says spend a rumor. What? I've got one of those.
You have lots of those.
Yeah. So I can spend a rumor to resolve either of these things, use the passage and immediately move 2, or take some time to hide and heal some wounds. So do I
And you may
need-
heal 1 wound size 3
Yeah.
or less. 3 or less.
So I could get rid of the green wound.
Yep. Or you
Um,
can move.
Or I can move 2. Is there a reason I want to move 2? I don't think I need to move 2. do I?
I don't.
There's a place to get rumors at number 2.
Right.
Uh,
I don't know where you would go
mm,
since you're out of stone. You don't have 3 different things.
right.
I think you should stay there and fight this prison guard.
Yeah, that might be a thing. Okay.
Actually,
well,
so maybe a small tip from me. Actually, you have already upgraded the collect card, so you have it kind
right,
of
so
good.
there's
So,
no reason
there is no reason to like fighting again and trying to improve the improved card. Of course, you may to see which card is better, but
No.
I feel that in Thorgal you don't have time
That's true.
for.
now let me ask you this. So I could move right now. It's saying I can move 2. Obviously, I would
up to. Yeah.
Right. So I could move to this number 2 area there on the bridge, and then later I could move over here to number 4. Right. And the reason I could move to number 4 is because the next round we will be in the 4th round. Is that correct?
This is it. Yes.
Yeah.
So I would not be able to move to 4 if we weren't in the 4th round.
Right.
You can't speed through it. So I think that might be a thing.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
'Cause my wounds are not that great. I think
Yeah.
maybe moving would be the thing.
I like it.
I'm gonna do that. Here we go.
You did it. You did
I'm
the
in
thing.
number 2, which is
You are.
the gossip place, man.
You
Tons
are
of
number
gossip.
2.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. So we have moved.
Mhm.
And that's it. And right now it is Chevy, your turn.
So I've done what needs to be done up there. I guess it's move time. Go back. Go back to where I came from and do something else while I'm in the move process. Makes sense. So let's put this over here. I get to move 1, so I come back down here.
And you may resolve any action to the left without its bonus.
So that means like I couldn't, if I did this, I'd get nothing because it's a 0. So I don't get the bonus down here. So I don't want to do either of these things. I could gather 2, which means I could get more rock, or I could get fire, or I could get this question mark and see what it is.
You cannot actually, because gather it's only goods. So and this is not a good.
Oh.
But if you want to cover it, you may by using explore journey action.
I don't need to cover it. I could journey. What do I get to place when I journey? A 2 and a 3.
So you could collect wood or something, right? Is that?
I could actually collect the wood and this and take 1 blue wound. I don't mind that. I could journey, or I could take a card, or no, I can't take a card. It's a 0. I guess I'm going to journey. Journey makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're resolving journey with no bonuses.
No
And
bonus.
so you just pick any of these
Oh,
two.
it's any one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. I can't do both.
You get
Never mind.
also an item that boosts your journey action.
What do I have? Oh, let's do that. So I can place anything I want.
Yep, this is it, but only once. Let me show you.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and I can ignore everything
So,
that.
so this is the starting item of Thorgal. This is kind of
Oh,
powerful.
yeah. So this is where the Thorgal mythology comes in, right? So the key to the other realms.
Yeah.
This is his sort of supernatural nature.
Yeah, it appears in some comics.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So,
So
first
I
you
have
place your like basic.
I have to
Minotaur,
place it
right?
first.
You may choose. You may
Okay.
choose.
So I have a question. So we have to go forward, but does that mean can I do this?
No, you cannot do that.
Okay, so
It's
I can
not.
never.
It's not further.
I'd have to
Mhm.
go this way. Okay.
Well, that would be further. It would be
It
one
technically
square
is,
further,
but we can't go backwards.
Mhm.
right?
Okay, so actually, if I'll place my free one. I'll place the 2, so I can do this.
Mhm.
Oh, stop that.
So what's
And then for my free one, I'm gonna do this. And
okay?
that lets me ignore the 3.
So first of all, you get one material, one wood, and then you draw the top finding card and resolve the effect. And
I get
this is
Ah.
tracking lessons.
I learned how to
And
track.
Yeah.
Aren't you proud of me? You proud of me,
Yeah.
Link?
I am very impressed. I didn't know that you were going to journey so well.
Yeah.
So that was it, and yeah, that was your move action for
Yep.
now. And Eric, please finish this round.
Yeah. Here we are, and I'm in the gossip area.
You're a gossip.
Yep, we have the rebels. So,
But to rebels, you may assign only the blue resource one, and you don't have it,
which I don't have. And then we have the Haven, which is it 3 different resources? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Right.
3
And
different resources.
I currently have gossip.
That's it.
But and I can't move to 4 yet.
Yeah.
Because that would be next time. Now we could go up to the merchants too. Right. So now the merchants, it appears that there's some interaction with those stones as well. You can convince the merchants to join the uprising. With 3 gossip, which I have. Now in the 4 area, what's this thing here? The barn. Incite the group of architects to join the uprising. Oh, architects.
So it means you may assign any number of gossips you wish, and then you roll the green die. If the number you have assigned is equal or higher, you win and resolve the entry. Otherwise, you lose and gain experience.
Oh, let's push your luck.
I like it when you lose and you still gain experience.
Oh, it's
so you are learning on your failures. Yeah.
Let's push your luck. I think we'll just get the merchants. What do you think? How's that sound? What if I
like it.
What if I move one more spot possibly? Where's the move at?
Down here.
It's here.
Yeah. And then that'll also keep us where we'll have 2 to the far left. That's not bad.
I don't mind it at all.
All right. So we flip this, boom. And you may move any action card to the right.
You may
resolve any action card.
So you move first.
But you move first. First you move.
So I move.
Yep.
Now can I do? Oh my goodness!
No, you can't.
I get to resolve this.
You can't. Because you can't use the bonus. You only get what's up here, which is a 0.
Yeah, but we got the designer here. Look, just change the rule one time. Just one time.
You could fight this. You could fight this guard. You could take 2 more rumors or wood. You could journey.
I really like the idea of changing the rules in real time.
If you gather like this, say you take this 2 gather, can you take 1 of each, or do you take just 1 resource, take 2 of that?
No, you pick what kind of resource you wish.
Okay.
It means just that there are 2 available. Yeah.
And I could fight. What's this?
Fight.
What's this
Combat. Guy? This guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some
gather
kind of
allies among the oppressed woodcutters.
Yeah, those oppressed woodcutters.
Yeah, that gives us the blue things.
Yeah, but this is the assign action below.
And then you have to
just
get wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not good. I don't like it. Okay, well, I guess we're kind of, it's either craft.
You can't craft,
No,
you get a
can't
0.
craft either.
He can journey or gather or fight.
If I journeyed, what thing would I get to place? Any one of these 3 or all 3 of those?
Any of those 3.
Okay. And we could do that right turn to get us, we wouldn't get anything, but it would make it cool. Or we could go through the yellow area and resolve a finding card. And that would also reveal a new journey.
Which
plus
we don't.
An additional bonus, yes.
Which could be good or bad, because what's the thing up here say? Like if you have too many of
No, we don't have any of that anymore.
Okay.
That's gone.
Okay. So I say I take some more threats. How many threats can I take? What's the deal with that?
5. If you have many more, if you would get 6 one or more, you will get wounds instead.
Yeah, that's fine. How about we do that?
Okay.
How about we do this? I am excited because I'm going to place a 3, straight 3. Yeah, that's what the one. I'm going to place this straight 3, and we're gonna rotate that there, and we'll put it right like I got to get the shadows lined up. Bam! Oh, that's not good. It's like building a ship in a bottle here. Okay, so I get 2 threats.
2 threats.
Which I'm looking for. There they are. Okay. I'll take 2 threats.
Yeah, there are the bags. Yeah. And then first you have covered the finding icon. So you have to draw a card from here, from this deck.
Yep. Okay. Bam.
And resolve it.
Flip. And
so actually it is what is that? So it is entry number 102.
Woo!
So you have to find it here in the book of text.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited.
102.
There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. I got to zoom in here. There we go. What's that say? Missionaries. You encounter a group of armed men. They are missionaries pulling a pilgrimage to their shrine. Around each man's neck hangs a medallion depicting a blue bird, and their faces are decorated with a pale, I can't see, there's a hand there.
Sorry, paintings.
Oh, no, paintings. Okay. Decorated with pale paintings. You easily convince them that building of this blasphemous temple must be stopped. We gain 1 blue. Hey.
We get it. Yay.
Yeah.
We did it. We got 1.
We did a thing. Nice. That worked out all right. Now what? Oh, now we also flip over.
Reveal.
Yep. So we flip it.
Are these like scenario specific things like the fate and whatever, the blue and the red? Are these resources? Can you use these for the like any 3 different resource things if you wanted to?
No. In each scenario they have different meanings, and this entry that we have, it was only connected to this scenario.
Right. But I just mean like, so for the haven, The three different, like that has to be.
Yes, you may use it. Yes, of course.
That'd be weird, but sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and because you have revealed a card with wood icon in the upper right corner, you also gain this one wood.
Oh, look at that!
Look at you, man.
Man,
that was a good choice.
No, thematically, it's still correct. You're going through forest, and you find some.
You have a walking stick now.
Yeah, this is it. And finally, we are proceeding to 4th round. The round marker here. We are flipping action chips.
Yeah.
And we're resolving the next event phase, which means resolve the I effect, which is upgrade one enemy on any B on the board. So here we've got these 2 Bs with these guards that you have to defeat to make an uprising. So we just, I don't know, we may just upgrade the bottommost one from tier 3 to tier 4. Actually, so it would be the biggest enemy. This is it. And finally, we have to check if there are at least 3 wilds or aura. And there are at least 3, so we are drawing cards from another deck.
Oh.
And we will resolve it. Oh, and this is place
a lock
on the action card with the most tokens, and you may not use it during the next round.
No moving this round. Wow, that hurts.
So, we have played complete 3 rounds, which took us quite much time because of this TTS, etc. So I think we'll stop here. So let's have like 5 minutes to talk and for you to ask us about anything you wish in the comments. And again, I want to remind you that this mod is available for all of you for free on the GameFound page. So if you want, just please check it. Maybe I will add also the mod to the description of the YouTube video. So you may directly find it on the YouTube as well.
Sounds good.
So I think we have seen all the basics in this short playthrough. There is one type of action that it is not in this scenario because it is a little bit more complex, which is sacrifice. You may find sacrifice here. Let me show you. And with the sacrifice, it means that you gain the indicated wound to resolve what is below. Gotcha. It is not in the first scenario. So in the first scenario, there are only 6 types of actions, and that's it.
Cool.
So we are waiting for your questions if you have any.
Well, I want to ask you something in your design. In your design, I know that Ignacy and the Portal team are helping you put all the final polish on it. I can only imagine what you feel when you see this great artwork and stuff like this.
Man, it's all from comics. I know these arts already.
Right?
Yeah. So, but to see your vision for this thing coming to life and whatnot. Have you been writing a lot of the scenarios as well? Have you been interacting with Portal on that? How's that been going for you?
So actually we have a scenario writer on board. So we have 3 authors of this game. We have Joanna, which was the leader developer of the game. Me, that I was a kind of scenario developer, something like that. And Rafał, who was the scenario writer. So he wrote all the scenarios, and then we followed his ideas.
Yes.
It was so working with scenario, like designing game with scenarios. It's when you have a strict scenario that you have to follow, it's kind of interesting because it limits you to that you have to follow it. Yeah. And for example, you cannot come up with any cliffhanger because they are already in the scenario. You cannot make extraordinary mechanics, but from the other hand, it is really fine to follow these steps because you don't have to focus on the scenarios. And for me personally, I'm more than Eurogamer, so it was really helpful that I shouldn't invite history on my own because it won't be it won't be good enough for a game.
Right. So also you've been playtesting this obviously quite a bit,
of course,
and whatnot. So for people, different people have different ideas, right? So some people really like the story based kind of thing, but like maybe a lot of those people have done a lot of dungeon crawls and things like that.
Yeah.
This is definitely not
no,
that. This is not a dungeon.
It's not a dungeon crawler. No, it's a thematic Euro game.
Right. And I really like how the story sort of unfolds. And it's interesting to me that there's certain areas that you can only go once you get to certain rounds. So like that number 4 area. And so there are stories and things that can be in that area that are not in the other areas because it happens later in the round. So that's interesting how that's unfolds like that, right?
Yeah, this is it. And we decided to use this mechanism because once you sit to the table and you see, oh my God, I've got 19 different, because here we've got, I think, 19 locations to understand. So people got lost completely. And once there are only like 4 areas marked with 1, they know, okay, I've got 6 possible things to do. Okay, I see, I understand them. I will see later what's in the area number 4. And that's why I didn't explain them to you at the beginning of the game. But once you get closer and closer, it is worth to take a look at it. And even you in this game, you at the beginning, you just focused on the area where you were. And then you were, okay, so I've got gossips where I can spend gossips. Yeah. And then you find, oh, merchant colony. Perfect. This is it.
Yeah.
So this is like that. So we have another question. Are there tutorial scenarios? So scenarios, there are 7 scenarios in the base game, and they are in order from the least complicated to the most complicated. It is not about how the story is complex, but more about mechanics that they introduce. So this one is kind of simple. Yeah, you can explain it in 15 minutes the whole game, and even with the scenario. So there are no exactly something like tutorial, more like introductory scenario, middle scenario, the hard scenario, and the final scenario, which is the most complex with portals and with Guardian of the Keys, with the big serpent. It's Ouroboros, I think. Yeah, it's Ouroboros from the Norse mythology. So you know it.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the other thing that it does introduce a lot of other thematics.
Yeah.
I heard about this before, that some of the Norse mythology and stuff like that comes into this, as well as its own sort of mythology that it's created.
Yes.
So that's pretty neat. Lots of things will be revealed as you play. So that's exciting to me.
Okay, so I think we have to end. So thank you all for being with us, for seeing the for being with us, for seeing the gameplay. And once again, I encourage you to visit a GameFound page of Thorgal. Thank you very much. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Chevy, for being here with me. And
thanks.
Maybe we'll do a stream in Polish as well. Bye.